I might continue my video here. We go to the, I don't know what that is.
So the
We'll see.
pilots, the aviators, when they weren't flying a mission, they tend to be up here. They were out of the way, plus they had a good view of the flight deck, particularly back out where the aircraft were landing. So they would be up here off the
Where is she?
One more ladder.
Vulture Road. Known as Vulture Road. Oh no, again. Not again, we already went up 4 ladders. I gotta go up one more.
This is fly or primary flight control. You can think of this as the control tower for air operations. We have a good view of the flight deck. We have one man in charge up here. He's the air officer, commonly referred to as the air boss. He has the one chair up here. No aircraft take off or land without his approval. He's in charge of everything on the flight deck, all the planes that you can see that are in patterns waiting to take off or forming up after they take off or in position. So, the ship is from up here. That's the bridge. We'll go to that later. So, we have a status board behind you to keep track of aircraft, where they are, what their call sign is, what their mission is, how much fuel they have, when they're due back, and so on. This would be updated as you go. We have the console behind you over here with the yellow lights on it. That's to control the lighting on the flight deck. Now, during World War II, most of the flying was done during the day. All the air battles were during the day. It wasn't until the very end of World War II that they started night ops or flying after dark. Now, of course, modern carriers, they fly day, night, 24/7. The only time they don't fly is if there's heavy fog in the immediate area or if they're chased by a typhoon or a hurricane. This console is for controlling the tension on the arresting cables. There's 4 cables across the deck to catch the aircraft as they land to stop it. So this increases or decreases the amount of tension. Planes would be lined up, ready to land. If everything's going well, you can land an aircraft about every 30 to 40 seconds. And we have 2 catapults forward for launching the aircraft, those 2 tracks that you see on either side of 12 there. They're almost 200 feet long. So this dingy looking airplane here, that's F-4 Phantom, the primary fighter used in the 60s during the Vietnam era. We got that. We're raising some money to have a paint job to have it look put on. But anyway, that would be in the launch position. It would be connected to the catapult. the pilot would release his brakes, go to full throttle. The only thing holding him would be one cable under the tail connected to the deck. And this has a machined bolt on, and once the catapult is fired, again, brakes released, he's at full throttle, fire the catapult, this would shear, and 2 seconds later, he would cover those 200 feet, be about 130, 140 knots with airborne. So it's a pretty wild ride. Talk about acceleration. From 0 to 130 knots in 2 seconds. So you just hang on. What else do we have up here? The air boss knows the course and speed of the ship. He also knows the wind direction and wind velocity. And again, we need 30 knots of wind across the deck. So this morning when it was very calm, no wind, the ship would have to go 30 knots through the water to launch or recover. Now we got a little breeze coming through the Golden Gate from the west, so let's call it a 10-knot wind. For a 10-knot wind to launch or recover the aircraft, the ship would turn into the wind, sail into the wind, and it's a 10-knot wind. The ship needs to go 20 knots through the water to get 30 knots across the deck. Make sense? Maybe you've read or seen in a movie the carrier turning into the wind to launch. That's true. Always do that. Always aware of the wind. Everything else they said from that now is probably suspect, but that's right. We have this